everyone, me again, welcome back to xameliax. So today I'm going to be doing a video that loads of you have requested, and that is how I pack my suitcase and my packing tips. So Joe and I go away a lot of the weekends, and also I've done a lot of travelling this year, so I've packed my suitcase more times than I care to actually tell you guys. It's not normally a fun thing to do, but I have thought of 10 top tips to help you do that and how to make the most of your space. So if you've only got a really small suitcase, or you don't want to take that much away with you, or you don't know how to pack it so everything stays safe and uncreased, then keep watching to find out my 10 top tips. So my first tip is make a list. I always make a list whenever I go away. It always makes sure that I don't forget anything that I need, because you can literally tick things off as you're putting them in your suitcase. So I normally do this on my phone, or you can write it down in a notebook or on a post-it note, or wherever you want to write it. Just keep adding to it during the run up to your holiday, so if anything pops into your head that you've maybe forgotten to put on the list before, it gives you a chance to put things on and add to it. I normally split mine up into different sections, so I start off with accessories, phone chargers, first aid, miscellaneous items. Then I picture my beauty routine in my head and write down all the bits that I'm going to need to take with me for my beauty and my hair, and then I plan out my outfits as well. So I write down how many nights I'm going away if I'm going on holiday, and how many outfits I'm going to need, and then literally write down everything to do with that outfit. So dress, accessories, shoes, bags, anything you're going to need, cardigans in case it's chilly in the evening, anything that you're going to need, and then write it all down so you can literally tick it off as things are going in and you know that you haven't forgotten anything. Number 2, when you get your suitcase out, pack your big things at the bottom. So things like hair dryers, hair straighteners, curling tongs, shoes, anything like that that's solid and big. Start with that on the bottom, and then you can pack things around it. I just find that this works really well, utilising the space and getting things that aren't foldable or contractable out of the way first. Tip number 3, always roll your clothes up, don't fold them. If you roll your clothes, it stops any creases from going in, and it also means that you can stuff them in different places. It may seem sensible to fold things up into squares and to stack them up, but if you think about it, that's your massive pile of clothes, which do soon add up. Whereas if you roll them, you can stuff them into places and put them lengthways, sideways, and also there's going to be no creases when you get there because they're rolled and not folded. Number 4, stuff small things into spaces. Now I'm talking pants, I'm talking socks, I'm talking rolled up t-shirts that we've just done. Put them inside shoes on the bottom layer. Stick them underneath the handle part of your hairdryer where there's a gap between the bottom and the top. Literally stick them in any places that you can find a gap, because that is just wasted space. And if you don't put it there, it's just going to go on top and you're not going to be able to close your suitcase. So that's a really good tip, especially stuffing things in shoes and inside other things that you've got. And just basically fill the space, so you can even keep a few pairs of pants towards the end, and then when you've put everything in, shove them down the sides or shove them in any spaces or gaps that you've got, and that will really help you utilise the space in your suitcase. Number 5, embed your breakables. So anything that can get smashed, like eyeshadow palettes, foundation bottles, anything from the shower, anything that might get hit and explode, you want to protect it and make sure that you pad it out with other things in your suitcase. So don't put it at the bottom layer, don't put it on the top, and don't put it around the sides, because when the guys are chucking your suitcase around, putting it on the plane, if that hits something, it could break it. So embed that in between a few layers of clothes, or wrap them up in a towel, anything just to protect it a little bit, so when it impacts, when they're chucking it around, it doesn't break delicate stuff in your suitcase. Number 6, plastic bags for leakies. Now I have done this a couple of times where I thought something was safe, so my shampoo or my conditioner or foundation or perfume or anything like that, I thought it was safe and it's leaked everywhere, and it's just such a mess. And there's nothing like that feeling when you open your suitcase and you get there and you can just smell something's popped, and you look in and it's just covered everything. It will ruin it. So just take a plastic bag. So next time you do your shopping, save a couple of plastic bags. Should be recycling them anyway though, guys, but save a couple of plastic bags, take a few spares with you, and make sure you really wrap everything that could leak tight up in that bag, tie it up, and then embed it as well, so it protects it in case it gets hit and it doesn't pop and explode everywhere. Trust me, that is a really easy tip, something that probably everybody already knows, but it's worth reiterating because exploding shampoo, not a good start to your holiday. Tip number 7, take miniature bottles of all your stuff. It makes it really easy nowadays because Boots even have like a whole section of miniature toothpaste, miniature shampoos, conditioners, everything that you're going to need to take with you. Don't bother taking your big stuff because A, more risk of it exploding, and B, realistically, are you going to use that in a week? Think of how many times you're going to be washing your hair, or how many times you're going to be washing your body while you're on holiday. You're not going to need a big one, so take miniature bottles because it will save so much space in your suitcase. If you can't find a miniature bottle of the shampoo or conditioner that you use, for example, Primark also sell really tiny little plastic bottles, so you can decant your product into that and take it with you. It's so much easier and it saves so much space. And for perfume, I've got a Travelo, which is a teeny tiny little spritzer where you can decant your perfume into it. You literally just put it on top of the pump of your perfume and pump it up and down, and it fills up with your favourite perfume. You can take a couple of those with you. One of those is actually airplane safe, so you can take one of those on with you if you want to spritz during the flight. I also use it in my handbag every day because I've had perfume leak in my handbag before, and that is not a good thing. So take one of those with you, and you can take different perfumes throughout the week as well without fear of breaking those beautiful glass bottles. Tip number 8, for transporting jewellery, I've got a really clever item that Mum got me like years and years and years ago, and I'm still using it today. It's a little bit of a garish Mr. Blobby pink colour, but it's from Kipling and it's a jewellery holder. So basically, if you can get your hands on one of these or something similar, they're fantastic. It's got zip pockets for little rings or smaller items or watches, and then for all of your necklaces you can clip them on to the sponge padded bit, and then what you do is roll it up so they're all kept nice and untangled, because how many times have you taken necklaces away, opened up your suitcase and they're all tangled or broken, and it's just an absolute mess. This is a really good way to keep all of your jewellery nice and untangled and nice and safe as well if you embed it like we do all of the breakable stuff. I've used this so many times on holiday and I absolutely love it. It's such a great little investment if you can get your hands on one somewhere. I'll try and find something similar and pop it in the info bar below, but it's a really good tip, especially if you like your long necklaces like me. Tip number 9, split stuff between suitcases. If you are travelling with somebody else, with friends, with family, with partners, split stuff between the cases so if one of them goes missing, you are still left with something to wear. So give your boyfriend a pair of your pants, take some of his boxes, swap bras with your girlfriend, give your mum a spare bikini, a few extra outfit changes. If both of them go missing, granted, you are a bit buggered, and if you're travelling on your own, you're going to struggle with this one, but that's why tip number 10. Split items between your hand luggage and your suitcase. So your hand luggage stays with you at all times. Obviously you can't take in things like aerosols and big products, but always take a spare pair of pants, a bikini, a top and some shorts, just in case your suitcase goes missing, and then you've still got something to wear, a clean pair of pants that you can swap and change with ones that you're wearing, and you can get by until you get your stuff back. Take a toothbrush in there as well, maybe some miniatures that you are allowed on the plane, just in case anything goes wrong, then you're not completely left in the lurch. So there we go guys, they are my top 10 packing tips. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Loads of you requested it, so I hope this has been helpful for you in some way, and I also hope that you are going away somewhere very, very lovely, and that's the reason why you are watching. But thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a giant thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the info bar below if you've got any packing tips that you think I should know about. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!